Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the G.Pz Mark 6E. It's a Tier 2 German SPG located on the north spawn of mines. This one's under the command for Ohforfoxache. Now, we don't often see replays for this Arty, but when we do, they're usually very interesting. One of the reasons why we don't see a lot of replays for this is that now it's in the collectors tab, and well, most players don't actually have to play it if they want to get to German Arties, because they can start off with the Gorilla at tier 5 and instead well, they leave this one alone. It's got a 105mm gun. Oh, and he's gone bathing straight away, and it's capable of doing 410 alpha and penetrating 27mm of armor. Okay, he's gone to the aim and he's now looking for a target. Now, one of the reasons why people don't play it very often is it does have a phenomenally long aim time. You're looking at it there, you see it just takes forever for it to dial in on the target. Well, fired his first round, didn't get a hit. He's well away from the enemy at this particular point. The good thing about this Arty is you do get to fire over most of the range of the battlefield, but the problem is it just takes you forever to dial in on them when you do want to find a target. Plus, of course, if they move quickly, they can avoid the shot, and that long reload time really does put a crimper on any battle. Rounds out in the MK8. Ooh, goes to the left, misses him. The enemy tanks he's facing, well, he's in a tier 3 game with tier 2. He's a tier 2 Arty. Most of them have very thin armor, so his round is more than likely going to penetrate them if he does actually hit them. And that MKA is, well, he's got quite a few ace tankers. Rounds out. Lands short of the Mark 14 or the M14. Not Mark 14. The Italian. You see, most of these tanks are getting hit. Yep. Okay, lining up a shot on the MKA, but he's pulling back. It says okay, but I think we're not loaded yet, but we are about to be. Okay, he's loaded, but he's now looking for a target, and he's found the BT7 Arts. Now, that's the premium BT7, the one with the artillery gun, the 76mm. She's quite good with the HE rounds. Can derp an enemy tank fairly easily. Okay, he's dialed in. Rounds out. That's better. Got a hit for 118, which is a non-penetrating shot. He's got about 2 meters of splash as well, I think, on this gun. So he can, even if he actually does get a near miss, he's going to do some damage. Yeah, 1.91 meters. He's still going for the BT7 Art. Almost loaded. Rounds out. Oh, and he picks that particular moment just to dodge the shot and move forward. And oh dear, we got a Locust coming in. And he's coming in to try and kill Ohforfoxache. Now the trick here is to stay close to the rock so he can't get behind you, and then derp him as soon as you're loaded. Well, he's taking hits from this Locust. Oh, and he's flipped him. He can deal with him at his leisure now, but I think he'll just kill that one straight away. There you go. I wouldn't have got so close though, because you might actually splash yourself in the process. Well, he's killed one Locust. There's another one out there, only a short distance away. He's sitting on the plateau directly above the cap area. Now, if he saw his teammate killed, he might come down here. And I think that's exactly what he's doing. And Ohforfoxache has just loaded himself. So this could be fun if he can shotgun the other Locust. Here he comes. Yep. Oh, perfect! 2 kills. And of course he took damage and lost over 2/3 of his hit points. I think he's on for a Stark's medal. I think he might actually get it, so long as he survives the battle. And there's only 2 enemy tanks left. And they're both light tanks. There they are. Well, there's one of them. It's the PT-15. Or Panzer T-15, I should say. It's premium. And he's gone, and that means there's only one left. It's the Panzer 35, and he's just died. So it's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. Well, despite the fact that Ohforfoxache only got 2 kills in the game and 1 other hit, he actually got an ace tanker out of that game. Yes, the standards have dropped so much because so few people are now playing this Arty that, well, you don't have to do much if you want to earn a medal or get a high ranking. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6 in that one. 3 hits off one of the locusts. He actually knocked out 3 modules with that one shot. I suspect that well, that's the one that he flipped on his side, because it says the one there, but it was a penetrating shot right through his rear, right through his underside rather, underbelly. And yes, he did get the Starks medal for getting at least 2 kills, surviving the battle, having received 2/3 of his hit points lost in damage, or that potential in damage if he blocked it. And yes, to survive, you have to survive if you're going to get this medal. And very well done. You don't see Starks medals earned that often at this level. So yes, a lot of credit to Ohforfoxache. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, you can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to this Panzerkampfwagen 3 Aslains, who got 1,003 hit points of damage. The second highest damage did go to Ohforfoxache by taking out those 2 locusts the way he did. He actually obliterated them, picked up 655, plus of course he got 1 good shot on that BT7 artillery. He happened to be the highest scorer on the enemy team as well. The third highest damage in the game actually went to the Panzerkampfwagen T15 on our team. He got 602, just after Ohforfoxache. When it came to kills, it was the Panzer 3E who managed to get 7. 2 kills went to the Panzerkampfwagen T15 and also to Ohforfoxache, of course. And only 1 member of the enemy team managed to get 2 kills, and that was one of those locusts, funnily enough, as well. And when it came to base XP, it's the T2 light tank who did the best with 755. Then the Panzer 3E with 689 and 584 for the other Panzer T15. 7 shots fired in that game. 3 direct hits on the enemy and 1 penetration. That was the one he flipped on his side. 4 splash as well. Damage of 655 hit points, of which 118 were at more than 300 meters. That was the shot on the BT7 Art. The other damage was done on the Locust. 4 hits received, 3 penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and 40 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and he earned 10,192 credits from the game, 7,644 from personal reserves, 22,932 altogether. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and this ammo is very cheap indeed, 21,308 credits profit. 391 base XP. Times 2 for the first victory, 587 for personal reserves, and 1,174 from personal missions payout. Took away 2,935 experience points altogether. So very well done by Ohforfoxache. This is a very unusual Arty, because the Germans didn't make many of them, but they actually made them from converted Vickers Mark 6. That's why it says Mark 6E. It was the Vickers Mark 6E that they captured, and they put a 105mm gun into the vehicle so they could use it for as a Butte Panzer, captured Panzer. If we look at the module for this, you might find this useful. Can actually blow that up in size. There you go, that's much better. Okay, you can see the driver's up front and he's sitting right next door to the engine, and the transmission's right in front of him down below. Behind him is the gunner directly, and behind him is the commander. So one shot in the right place, you might actually be able to take out 3 crew members with 1 shot if you fire it in directly through the front of the vehicle. You can see just to the left of the commander and the gunner is an Amarak, and the other Amarak is actually over the other side. I think if I remember correctly, the gunner and the commander are the loader on this one. So there's no actual, or is there? No, there is an actual loader. There he is. He's actually sitting right next door to one ammo rack, and on the other side of him down below is another one. So there's the loader, there's one ammo rack, there's another. So if you can actually aim directly down the center of the vehicle, you might set off the ammo rack or get the engine. And if you aim through the side at the rear where the armor's really thin, you'll either take out the commander, the gunner, the loader, or the the commander or the loader or the ammo rack. So there's the fuel tank right at the back. Of course, that's very easy to take out. So I hope you find that useful. Obviously, again, that's from Armor Inspector. Always useful to actually have an eye on that, because if you know where the locations of the modules are, you've got a much better chance of setting them off by putting the shell in the right place. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.